Hi everybody, welcome back to our YouTube channel. We are the Wedding Shop and we are here to talk about wedding veils today. So a quick little history lesson. What was the tradition of veils? It was believed way back when that wedding veils were supposed to be a symbol of purity, modesty, and also ward away evil spirits. Now, I'm sure while some of those things might still apply to some traditions today, wedding veils are a fashion statement and we are so excited to show you all the different kinds. We really recommend saving time in your appointment to really unwrap because your veil can bring everything to life. It makes everything so much better. And if you don't want to wear a veil, that's fine. There's other things to do too, and we hope that some of these options will spark your interest and match with your dress. The first veil that we have to talk about is the beautiful waltz veil. This is our Lindsay veil in our collection. It is a classic style veil. A waltz veil pertains to the length of the veil, and it is between right below the knee and right below the foot. Somewhere in that mid-calf range is what I would consider a waltz length. This veil is actually kind of unique. The point comes to the bottom. It's not a rounded cut, and it also has this really delicate thin ribbon edge. It goes with satin gowns, it goes with lace gowns. It is truly a one-size-fits-all veil. So I always recommend starting something a little simple just to even break in the thought of wearing a veil. We have some brides who get really nervous and they're like, I don't know, it might look untraditional. We want to tell you, baby steps. This is the first place to start. The beautiful waltz veil with a little bit of a detailed edge. The second veil is an elbow or a fingertip. Now, the reason why we haven't classified these into two categories is because depending on your hairstyle, it's going to depend where your veil sits on your head, which means that the length of it will vary. So if you are wearing a low bun and have your veil tucked in underneath, your veil is going to hit a little bit longer if it's an elbow and a fingertip style. If you're wearing your hair in a high up tousled bun, or you prefer just to have it higher up on your head, the length of the veil is going to come up shorter. So play around with what you're thinking of doing for your hair. No matter what, your veil is going to look beautiful in your hair, but if length is important to you, this one's a little bit more sensitive on where it's placed in your hair. The third type of veil is a birdcage veil. This is not one we see super commonly, but it is a very vintage classic style veil. It was very popular in the 1940s and the 1950s because it came from the trend of millinery, where we saw in fashion people wearing a little veil over their face. It still is around today, but it's not as much of the first ass veil that we get. This is a really beautiful style from one of our designers. It has a bow on the side with a little pearl scattered throughout, and it's such a fun one. You could even wear it for your bachelorette party or even just an after party when you're dancing around on the floor. The fourth one is a cathedral veil. Now, this is the one that most people know the name of, and that is the beautiful long style veil where the train of the veil actually extends past the train of the dress just by a little bit. Now, cathedrals come in all shapes and sizes. We encourage you to explore different ones, but there are beaded ones, there's lace, there's sparkle, so many different fun options. We love a cathedral if you're trying to make a dramatic entrance. It takes such beautiful photos. We've all seen the gorgeous photo with the veil like flying in the wind. But if you're also getting married at a cathedral, which is where the name came from, it is beautiful walking down the aisle as well. So I always encourage brides to try a little bit of everything, and sometimes you'll be shocked at how you feel in the cathedral veil. The fifth style is a mantilla. Now, we have been seeing mantillas come back in style, which is so exciting. A mantilla refers to a type of veil where the detail is kind of trickling around your face. So you can see in this style that we're showing that it has this really beautiful traditional Alençon lace, and it's just so romantic and so classic. It is sometimes tied in with more religious weddings, but we have been seeing it come in more in a high fashion presence, and it is so stunning to take pictures with. So if you think that you love a veil, this is kind of like the next step up to seeing how it can fit within your vibe. And I think that that's such an important thing. Everything in your wedding has to feel like you, and that you look back and be like, oh, I love how I looked in that. The sixth style is a royal cut cathedral. So royal cuts means long, 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 long. So it's similar to a cathedral style, but it is major, major long. So if you can see right here, this one is extending a couple feet past the train. This is a pretty fun veil to try. While some people might think it's a little too much to ruffle around, consider this, it is only on your head for a few, so if you can suffer through the trickiness of moving around with it, it's going to look so beautiful in your photos, especially if you're taking any pictures on a staircase, or again, having that long aisle down to the altar. This is one that will make a statement for you. And the final veil we're gonna talk about, the 7th one, is a drop style veil. Drop style veils refer to the veil that has a blusher attached and it just drops on the face. There's no gathering, there's no separate piece. A blusher is a piece that you cover your face with. Now, if you're not really trying to walk down the aisle with a blusher on your face, that's okay. We still have a lot of brides who choose this style veil because they love the way that it looks when it's draped behind you, but also your photographers love this veil. They love capturing you and your fiance under the veil. It's such a romantic moment with the two of you together, and it photographs so beautifully. This is such a special one that truthfully, when you try it on in person, might feel a little bit like a mosquito net, but if you can suffer through the mosquito net feeling, this is a stunning veil to have on your wedding day. We really hope you guys enjoyed learning about some of our veils. If you are still looking for a veil for your wedding dress and live in Michigan, we would love to have you in at the Wedding Shop to find your perfect accessory to match your dress. Thank you so much for watching this video. We hope that you guys enjoyed. Leave comments down below for what you would like to learn next about weddings and all things bridal. My name is Rita. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.